Do this. Can you hear me now? Yeah, see? I have full control over my audio. I am a god. I got some pizza. You want some? You want some New York style pizza? Turned 1 a.m. just now. I just watched the fucking clock change. You can call a person whatever you want as long as it's a normal name, right? Like you go up to Jerry and you say, "What's up, Michael?" And he's like, "My name's Jerry." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, did I offend you? Did I offend you, you fucking snowflake, by calling you Michael? If I did, it looks like you could eat my face." I write a lot of poetry. I think you don't know that about me. You, the one out of like 5 people that are going to watch this video, you don't know that about me, but I write a lot of poetry. I don't just I don't use everything I think about. It's like that's like giving a fucking kid a chocolate bar every time they finish breakfast, lunch, and dinner as like a reward. It's like dessert. It's like stupid. Close to sucking on the mic right now. I am like really, really LGBT friendly with this mic right now. I like the way it's. um, I've been going through a very depressive mood lately, but I had an idea. And by the way, if you see a bunch of music videos on this channel, I do that on purpose. So just press one of the playlists, and that way you can listen to them all as actually like these are all songs that I really have liked and recently. They're all different songs, I'm sure. Like I've listened to a fucking shit ton of stuff, and you're gonna see why that's relevant soon. Anyway, so I need somewhere, I need an outlet to read my poetry, but I don't want to fucking read it here because it's too good for y'all, to be honest. And I actually kind of mean that. Like I've worked too hard on it to have uh some piece of shit use it, right? Like for their fucking Instagram or some shit. Or as I've actually had this before where like you've really written some like fucking good work, like real poetry that you've actually like maybe like spent a whole week on or even longer thinking about and actually constructing over time. So I thought about this instead. I was like, when I write poetry, I think if when I write poetry, when I'm not doing schoolwork, I write things in between. I write just general thoughts. Most of the time I don't write those thoughts. I write little pieces of shit all the time. So I'm going to use this to kind of regurgitate a few of my writings. Again, not my actual poetry. My poetry is way better than the writings I'm going to share with you now. And like I said, this is a dump. So that way I can get it out on a platform and now I'm thinking about like 20 other things. Putting everything together in one place. Anyway, here I go. Here's one of my little things I'm going to regurgitate onto this fucking video, and then I'm going to literally regurgitate. I'm going to move to another file and just all of it out. All of my writing. Not all of it, just enough to make a video. And again, these are not poems. Like I just said, these are just writings. They're thoughts in my head that I have to get out. And if I feel like writing them down, I'll write them down. I experiment with myself all the time. I listen to hundreds of songs in a row without break to see what happens to the mind or to the soul. Some days I will drink only coffee and not eat or drink anything else. Some weeks I'll stay in my mind, only ever talk and listen to my inner self. I like pushing myself to the extremes. It used to be in terms of drugs or self harm, but lately it's how much random information I can mentally absorb before I lose my shit. You push yourself to these limits, and you either become an empty shell or too dark and nihilistic for people in general. Here I have grown to hate just about everything, and not from the intention of doing so. People are still interesting, but there's something off about most of them. I bring people down or scare them with my talking or overall behavior, but to me, it's just how I think and act. So I just isolate and keep on with my little self experiments. I wanted to stab myself in the neck with a broken bulb last night, but there was a new episode of my favorite TV show on. Most people don't know how to love deeply and will never learn. If you do something that helps the world, you have to know that you're also helping all the bad, evil, fucked up, and shitty people too. And there are more people who are overall bad than there are people who are overall good. And even if you want to stretch it, you could say that there is half and half. But you definitely can't say that there are more good people than bad because we both know that's a fucking lie. So fundamentally, in the end, your contribution either didn't do shit to change the world for the better, or it helped more bad people than good. But who cares, right? In the end, we all die. We'll all just be the top half body shot pictures sitting on, or even more likely inside someone's dresser drawer. Or maybe we'll even end up in a Goodwill as a generic placeholder for some 50-cent picture frame. When I go out into the world, it's depressing. It's like watching a retarded fifth grader running into a building on fire to save a pack of crayons. One of the things I try to stay away from comment sections. I try to stay away from comment sections. Yes, that's the correct way to say it. Those people are fucked. It's like this dissociated thing. It's separate from you, and you're like looking at it, and you're like, what the fuck is this? This isn't a person. Why is this thing talking to me? It's my computer. You can buy human remains on the internet. I get turned off by scrolling through dating sites, and my penis becomes inverted. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. You like that? I woke up one day and my cat was looking at the stars. He was using that telescope over there to look at the stars. Of course, the blinds were open, and I wake up and I'm like in a haze, and I look over at him, and it's like barely morning, but just enough so I can see him doing this. And the cat and him, his name is Thor. He looks over at me and he says, "Did you see those stars over there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And it was like they've kind of been there for a little while. He's like, I never knew. I didn't know that. It's fucking crazy. I smell like fuck. Oh yeah, look at that. Just enjoy that. Enjoy that for a second. I'm gonna leave you there. I'm not gonna pick you up immediately. I'm just gonna leave you there for a second. Look at that. Yeah, what do you think about that? You're really getting a picture of who I am and in this very moment. You know what? Enjoy that. Look at that. Look at that. Enjoy that view. That's so picturesque. I don't want this to actually be long. I want to edit this down to just like a little bit. And it's going to be like this random amalgamation if I am correct, if I can edit. That's it. That's it. That's how you fucking get, you piece of shit. Oh, man. Man, like, you ever like go to those pizzerias and it's like they have like fucking fish food in one of those little containers? Yeah. It's not fish food apparently. It's like seasoning for your pizza. Are you even paying attention? What is wrong with you? Who raised you? You're not even listening to me right now. You know what you have to do? You have to fucking subscribe in order to make this right. I think if you subscribed, you like would if I had like one new subscriber, just one, that would motivate me. If I had one new subscriber, I would literally drop everything in my life and completely focus on YouTube. I would sell everything I have and strive to work full time on YouTube. If I got one new subscriber and one like on this video, I will. There's no limitation to what I'll do. I will literally put fireworks up my ass, light them, and go to Mars before Elon Musk. Trust me. Okay, that's it.